You know, when we think of samurai, what comes to mind? Is it the incredible, lightning-fast sword fights we see in anime? The impossibly cool poses? The special moves that can slice through mountains? Yeah, me too. I grew up on those. The honor, the discipline, the sheer, breathtaking spectacle of it all. It's a fantasy that's captivated millions. But what if I told you that behind the dazzling animation and the heroic narratives, the reality of a samurai duel was something far, far different. Something grittier, more desperate, and profoundly sad. Let's strip away the anime gloss for a moment. Forget the 10-minute long power-ups and the dramatic monologues mid-fight. A real sword fight between two master swordsmen in feudal Japan was often over in a heartbeat. One breath, one step, one strike, that was it. It wasn't a beautiful dance. It was a brutal, terrifying calculus of life and death. Every tiny movement, every shift in weight, every flicker of the eyes was a piece of a deadly puzzle. There was no room for error. A slight misjudgment in distance, a moment of hesitation, and your story was over. Imagine the mindset you'd have to be in. The person standing across from you isn't just a villain in a story. They're a person. They might have a family, dreams, a favorite food. They've trained their entire life for this, just like you. And in this single moment, all of that is on the line. One of you, or maybe both of you, will not walk away. There's a famous story about the legendary swordsman Miyamoto Musashi. In one of his most famous duels, he arrived late and intentionally unkempt, using a carved oar as his weapon. It was psychological warfare. He wasn't just fighting his opponent's technique. He was fighting his opponent's mind, his spirit. He was trying to shatter his opponent's composure before the first move was even made. Because in a real fight, the battle is won or lost in the mind long before the blades ever cross. That's the emotional core that the best anime actually manages to capture beneath all the spectacle. It's not just about who's stronger. It's about the weight of their choices, the scars they carry, the resolve in their hearts. The fight is the climax, but the real story is the emotional struggle that leads them there. So, the next time you watch an epic samurai showdown in an anime, maybe look past the flashing lights and the cool-looking attacks. Try to see the real fight underneath. The fight of two souls, locked in a moment where everything is at stake. It wasn't about glory or looking cool. It was a desperate, tragic, and deeply human struggle to simply survive. And that, I think, is a story far more powerful than any fantasy.